members, as we see early on in the first episode of Monsters. Indeed, Oziel recorded their sessions, and his tapes were admitted as evidence after the doctor stated that Eric and Lyle had made threats against him, which violated their confidentiality agreement.
I know that it's very last minute, but is there any way that I can see you today? It's bright.
Looks like I have a 2 o'clock if that works for you.
Oziel was engaged in an extramarital affair with one Juliana Smith, who had been made privy to the recordings, and revealed their existence to police after Oziel refused to leave his wife for her.
He said my mom was a witch who was going to poison me. He used the word thorns to hypnotize me. So whenever he would say thorns, my mind would just go blank.
Craig Signorelli wore a wire to lunch with Eric.
If you want to help out Eric and help us with our investigation, there is something you can do.
Signorelli was high school friends with Eric Menendez, and the two even wrote a screenplay called Friends, which, as we'll get into a little later, played a significant role in the brothers' case. Eric reportedly confessed to Craig 12 days after his parents' deaths, with the latter claiming that after the admission, the two, quote, just went on with the conversation after that.
Sounds like you're doing good.
Yeah, I am. I don't think my dad would want me to mope around. I think he'd want me to live.
Upon learning he was a suspect, Signorelli repeated Eric's confession to them and signaled his willingness to cooperate by wearing a wire to Gladstone's, a popular local fish restaurant. Ultimately, as depicted on Monsters, Craig was unable to get Eric to repeat his earlier statements.
I think with a few quick rewrites, we could totally sell it.
Yeah, maybe.
And now, we could make it more believable.
The brothers' alibi.
Are you having trouble hearing me? The 9:50 screening of Batman.
Yeah, but it's 10:40 now.
I know, but that's the one that we want to see. Can you help me out here? My girlfriend is in there.
Tell her the last half is the best.
An early scene from Monsters depicts Lyle and Eric becoming increasingly frustrated as they try to procure tickets to see Tim Burton's 1989 superhero film Batman. This aligns with the real-life alibi the two concocted in order to avoid arousing suspicion, as well as any speculation that they could have been involved with their parents' deaths.
So?